They trap Gordon. This is for the tie. Oh. With 12.3. Gordon had two guys with their hands right in his face.
You're now officially locked into Hoops in the Sun Radio on blogtalkradio.com.
Well, Ben, the first question I'm going to throw at you, everybody knows the NBA season is vastly approaching, less than, or probably just a month away. Just want to know the couple of things you've been doing in the off season, trying to get you physically, get mentally prepared, and how this season can be different for you guys in Detroit.
Well, first of all, I just been, I had an ankle surgery at the end of April, so my whole summer's been spent just rehabbing the ankle and trying to get it to 100% as quickly as possible without having any setbacks. So now, I'm at the point where I'm working out full speed, and this year, basically, my main emphasis is just going to be trying to stay healthy, and just show what kind of player I am, and still what kind of player I could be.
So what's the whole focus, the motivation, the preparation, not only for you but the entire Piston team coming into 2010, 2011?
I mean, the whole motivation is just last season, not letting last season happen again. We had a very tough year where we were excited about some of the possibilities of the talent we had on the team. So it was a disappointing year, and we just everybody's hungry and it's coming back. Trying to make sure that we don't have that type of season again. And this year we have skilled rookie and Greg Monroe. We have another good guy, good player, Tarico White. And then we have T-Mac, who's coming and trying to improve himself again. He has a chip on his shoulder, and so hopefully he's healthy and he can play and make an impact. We just got to be healthy, because I think on paper we have some pretty good talent. So I'm just looking forward to having a good year.
What was the whole transition like going from Chicago to Detroit?
Well, it was a smooth transition. It was pretty close, so as far as moving, it wasn't like I had to go to the West Coast, I was still right here in the Midwest, and so I felt good about the move, man. Going to an organization like the Pistons organization is just really a first class organization, and a big part of that reason because Joe Dumars, the way he just the way he runs the organization. So I'm happy here. Last year wasn't what I would have expected, but with all things considered, I think this year will be a lot different, and I'm looking forward to it.
But what is it about Madison Square Garden and Ben Gordon? Because for me, I remember the Big East tournament. I remember you being most outstanding player. I remember the 81 points and setting a record at the Garden in the Big East tournament. And I remember how many times you have just really gave me the dagger, Ben, being a Knicks fan, and so many game winners at the Garden. What is it about coming home and playing at MSG that just makes Ben Gordon go simply bananas?
I mean, first of all, the Garden is a mecca of basketball, and it's been a place I've been fortunate enough to play in since I've been in high school, and then definitely in college, and obviously in the NBA. So, going into the Garden and it being the mecca of basketball, and being from New York, it's just always a great privilege to play there, and it's always exciting. Yeah, there's nothing like it. Everybody's always excited, and they always are happy to see the things I'm doing, and they're really proud of me. But I feel like I'm benefiting a lot too, because it's a great privilege to be able to do something like that for your community, and to be able to facilitate something where everybody is going to enjoy it, and for it to be positive. So I have I get a great feeling out of that too. So, you know, like I feel like I'm just, I don't know, it's kind of funny, man. Like I almost feel like I don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like the praise or whatever it is, because I feel like I'm benefiting so much from it too. So, you know, I'm just gonna continue to work on it every year, and you know, continue to make it better and better every year, and you know.
Or give any advice, rather, to those young kids back in Mount Vernon, and really anywhere in any city growing up who aspire to do what you did, make that big jump from high school star to college star and now in the NBA?
Well, my advice would be, you know, if it's something that they really want to do as far as being a professional athlete in the NBA, is to chase their dreams. You know, like don't doubt yourself or give up on yourself. You know, that's one thing I did. You know, when I was probably about 10 or 11, I realized I wanted to be an NBA player. Before I even thought about playing on any other type of organized team, that was one of my dreams, and you know, I just always chased it, and I always kept things in perspective. I always knew that, you know, first of all, my education is going to be the most important thing as far as me reaching that goal, because on the high school team, I had to maintain a certain skill, even in college. And without those outlets, you know, I wouldn't be able to showcase my talent and, you know, get into the NBA. So my advice would be, you know, take your academics seriously, because you can't go anywhere without them. And then, if that's what you really want to do, chase that dream and don't give up, but always have your education as a backup plan. So either way, you can't lose.
You know, Ben Gordon was involved in probably one of the most highlighted, best playoff series ever in the NBA 2 years ago with Chicago and the Celtics 7-game series. And this guy had a lot of big-time key shots late in the game. Ben, quickly, can you just describe the whole atmosphere, the whole aura of just being in one of the best playoff series ever in the NBA?
Well, man, that was, you know, that was, man, it was like surreal. You know, every night going out there playing, it just seemed like every possession literally, you know, mattered. You know, sometimes people say that, but in that series, the way the games, how close the games was, how many overtimes we had, you know, as soon as that ball went up, you know, every play mattered. So, and, you know, to hear people say that was one of the best playoff series they've ever seen, and it was only a first-round series, you know, it just says a lot. You know, and, you know, it still gives me chills sometimes when I go back and I watch, you know, some of those games. So it was a lot of fun to be a part of something like that. And, you know, it was a nice way for me to leave Chicago.
Any thoughts on draft night and looking back and just how much, really how far you've come since then?
You know, that was one of the best days of my life. You know, that was, you know, the result of all the years of hard work and dedication and sacrifice that I had made. That was my reward that night. So, but definitely, prior to the draft, I was projected to go anywhere from 7 to 12. You know, so it was because of the hard work that I had put in, the way I committed myself, that I was able to move up to number 3.
I'm watching you, and I'm thinking, this guy is too damn good. I'm mad right now.
Yeah, I needed that game. A lot of people don't know that when I was in high school, I wanted to go to Duke, and Coach K had recruited somebody else besides me, so that was just like, you know, I kind of had a chip on my shoulder, and we beat them to get to the Final Four. I mean, to get to the championship game. So that was like a dream come true.
Yeah, let me ask you about that. I want to know your opinion on the whole Miami Heat trio that was formed in July: LeBron, Bosh, and Wade. You as a competitor, like, what goes through your mind when you see that? On paper, that they have 3 of the top players in the NBA on one team?
I mean, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, you never really think that, you know what I'm saying, that type of team could be assembled. So it's kind of like shocking at first, but I mean, you know, now it's a reality. So it's just everybody got to get ready. You got to get ready.
Big time.
Yeah, that team right there is crazy. So, you know, I'm sure everybody is, you know, trying to get their games right, and all the coaches is you know, trying to come up with some new strategies to figure out how they can, you know, stop the Miami Heat.